Why INFJs have trouble finding a partner. It is hard enough to find a partner for other personalities, but when talking about INFJ, things get a lot trickier. It's not easy for them to find the right kind of partner, and they don't usually get meaningful relationships for so many reasons. They often have trouble finding a compatible partner for themselves, and the biggest reason is their personality. So, let's get into it and find out why INFJs have trouble finding a partner and how they can overcome this issue. 1. They do not make the first move. INFJs are not very expressive people, so they wait for you to make the first move. They would never tell you what they feel for you until you confess your feelings first. It's ingrained in their mind, and they tend to avoid opening up to people first. This habit of not opening up and not making the first move makes it harder for INFJs to get a partner because relationships need communication and effort. Although INFJs are great at communicating, they don't put a lot of effort or make any moves. Before we move on, we would like to share with you guys an amazing tool that makes you understand your personality much better. So, do you really want to know who you really are? Then make sure to click the link in our description, choose your personality type, and find all the information you need. Thanks for your patience, and let's go further with the next sign. Number 2, they avoid casual hookups. Most people find their perfect partner during casual hookups. People go out, enjoy a date night, go for a night stand, and hit it off. But that's not the case with INFJs because relationships, for them, are a lot more than one-night stands. INFJs prefer to have deep and meaningful relationships, and they are so serious about it that it might scare people away. Also, INFJs don't socialize a lot in bars and are not fans of hookups, so it becomes harder for them to find someone. When they do find people, they get very defensive and might come off as rather strong, which could scare people off. 3. They cannot find the right person. INFJs often find the wrong kind of people. They get into relationships with them and soon realize they're in a toxic and manipulative relationship, so they break things off. But, for the most part, they get highly influenced by such people and end up breaking their heart. Also, many narcissistic people find INFJs quite easily because they are rather nice and don't have a dominating personality. 4. They like to be alone. INFJs are social, but yet they like to be alone. It's important for them to have their time alone with themselves to function properly. But when they are in a relationship, things get a little twisted for them. Their partners like to spend more time with them while they like to stay alone, and it might make their partner feel cornered. This can cause irritations in a relationship, and that's why most INFJs have trouble finding a partner who can understand their alone time. 5. They crave real intimacy. INFJs are not big fans of fake people. They always like to stay with people who are real and have authentic feelings, but most people are not like that these days. So, INFJs fail to find the ones they can actually hit it off with. Even if they build a bond with someone who's fake, it won't last long because they can't stand the thought of being lied to or not being understood seriously. The people who are not pure and who do not crave real intimacy would not even put any effort into making their partner feel wanted, and that's not the kind of relationship INFJs want. 6. They want a partner with similar interests. INFJs are very deep people, and they tend to talk about spirituality and the meaning of life. But they also need a partner with whom they can actually talk about all these things. They do not just need a listener, but also emotional support, and that is difficult to find these days. They do not find a partner usually because they want their partner to be just like them and to be interested in all the cosmic and spiritual matters. INFJs hate small talk, and they prefer meaningful conversations with their partner. When their partner doesn't have the same interest as them, it's most of the time a big turnoff for INFJs. 7. They're high maintenance. INFJs are kind of high maintenance. They do not settle for anything less, and they demand complete dedication and attention from their partner. Not settling for anything less is ingrained in their personality, and their partners often get bothered by it. They look for deeper connections and people they can connect with emotionally and mentally, but not everyone can understand their need for intimacy. People might find it weird and even clingy, but INFJs just do not care, and they're pretty stiff with their demands. But that results in them having little relationship experience, and they also find it really hard to get into a casual relationship and get a partner. 8. They take a lot of time. INFJs are people who do not get comfortable right off the bat. If they go on one date with someone, they won't be able to decide whether they want to be with that person or not until they go on 7 to 8 dates at the least. It's not because they have commitment issues, but because they have this nature of taking a lot of time before making a decision. INFJs tend to take things slow, which most people find annoying, but those who understand them to know that it is just the way they are. However, not everyone likes to have a super slow relationship, and that's why INFJs have difficulty finding a partner. 9. They feel overwhelmed. INFJs often feel overwhelmed in relationships, so they tend to shut their partner out sometimes. When they think it's becoming too much for them, they just stop talking to their partner and start ghosting them. They do not do it with wrong intentions because it is just the way they are. INFJs find it very exhausting to constantly be in a relationship and deal with the emotional stress, so it is important for them to have some time and shut it all out. But people might find it weird and even rude, which is another reason why INFJs have trouble finding a partner who understands them. So, can you find yourself in this list? Tell us in the comment section. Also, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, adios from our side.